the Long Beach earthquake in 1933 and its effects on Alhambra. It was a nice and lovely day in Long Beach. The sky was blue, the grass was green, and people were having fun. Then suddenly, disaster struck. The ground was shaking, the earth was moving. People were in hysteria and delirium. What was the Long Beach earthquake? It was the most terrifying and intense 10 seconds of most people's lives. The Long Beach earthquake happened on March 10, 1933, at 5:54 p.m. It was the most powerful earthquake to hit the area of Long Beach, clocking in at a whopping 6.4 magnitude earthquake. The earthquake caused extensive damage, and repairs would cost around $50 million in 1933, which today is about $1,139,657,692.31. The casualties in this event were 120 deaths in total and 53 in Long Beach alone, mainly due to the fact that people were evacuating the buildings, which led to them getting hit by falling debris. It destroyed buildings, gas, and water pipes, and some cities had to go without water. Another major problem was that it was revealed that loose subsoil, poor construction, and inferior materials all contributed to the loss of school facilities. The California state legislature passed the Field Act within 1 month after the earthquake. The Division of State Architect is empowered under the Field Act to study, approve, and provide general supervision of all public school plans and specifications. The California Geological Survey reviews geology risk impacting schools covered by the Field Act in order to help the DSA. In a short amount of time, around 120 schools in and around the Long Beach area were damaged. Among those schools, 70 were destroyed. Experts concluded that if children and their teachers were in the school at the time, the earthquake casualties would have been in the thousands. Alhambra High School was among these. How did the earthquake affect Alhambra? Causing damage to the school, some of it had to be rebuilt. Since the school was made in 1898, it was much frailer than it is now. The earthquake was not bad in Alhambra compared to other cities it hit. The center was located 3 miles south of Huntington Beach, measuring around 8 miles deep. The epicenter is a point in Earth's surface vertically above the hypocenter. This distance between Long Beach and Alhambra is around 26.1 miles away. Due to this, the earthquake couldn't travel far enough to cause significant damage in Alhambra, as it did in other places closer to the center. This did not stop it from causing some damages to homes nearby and even some larger buildings. What might have caused this event? In a press release from 2016, the United States Geological Survey stated that evidence suggests that the 1933 Long Beach earthquake might have been resulted from oil and gas extractions beneath the city. Additional research suggested that many, if not most, earthquakes during this peak years of Los Angeles oil boom were probably brought on by tectonic stress brought on by procedures employed at the time that did not replace millions of withdrawn barrels of oil with other liquids. A USGS research claims that the 1933 earthquake was triggered by drilling in the Huntington Beach region. Other USGS investigations have suggested that the earthquake in the 1920s may have been brought on by nearby oil production. Two scientists examined earlier state oil drilling records for this investigation. They discovered that the epicenter of these earthquakes were close to places where important changes in oil production areas have taken place. Even today, man-made earthquakes are a problem, particularly in Oklahoma and Texas. Recent research has demonstrated that the injected wastewater into the ground causes more earthquakes to occur. Oil and gas extractions beneath the city was thought to be the cause of northwest trending clusters of faulted anticlines within the Los Angeles depositional basin. Oil and gas extractions resulted in the production of saline water, which increases stress on faults and results in earthquakes. The production of natural gases and wastewater frequently causes earthquakes to grow in size, making them much more deadly. The Newport-Inglewood Fault, which is the cause of the 1933 earthquake, is the right lateral strike-slip fault that runs parallel to other significant right lateral faults in California and trends northwest to southeast. From Culver City to Newport Beach, where it joins the Pacific Ocean, the fault extends roughly 46 miles inland. A 7.4 earthquake of this magnitude is predicted to be the cause of this fault. The 1933 Long Beach earthquake only had a magnitude of about 6.4, with 1,000 times less energy released and 10 times lower vibration amplitude than an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.4. In conclusion, the Long Beach earthquake was a tragic event that impacted not only Long Beach itself, but the cities around it as well. It destroyed buildings, neighborhoods, and many more man-made structures. Although not significantly, Alhambra was affected in little ways by this earthquake compared to the other cities surrounding it.